Why Musk is vulnerable in conflict with Trump. In the ever-evolving world of American power dynamics, few clashes are as intriguing and potentially consequential as a rift between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur behind Tesla, SpaceX, and X, formerly Twitter, has built a persona around innovation, disruption, and a certain brand of libertarian-leaning independence. Trump, the former president and presumptive Republican nominee in 2024, thrives on loyalty, domination, and populist appeal. As these two powerful figures find themselves increasingly at odds, Musk's vulnerability in this conflict becomes evident for several key reasons. 1. Trump's control over the GOP base ***. One of Musk's greatest weaknesses in a conflict with Trump is his lack of grassroots political support. Trump continues to command the loyalty of a significant portion of the Republican base. His influence extends deeply into conservative media, local politics, and online culture. Musk, though admired in tech and entrepreneurial circles, does not have a political movement or a voter base in the traditional sense. Even on X, where Musk exerts control as owner, Trump's presence, via his supporters or otherwise, remains potent. Trump's true social platform has not overtaken X in size or influence, but Trump himself remains an online juggernaut who can rally support or direct ire with a single post. Musk's free speech absolutism means he won't easily censor Trump's voice on X, making it harder to control the narrative even on his own platform. 2. Business vulnerabilities and political blowback ***. Musk's companies are uniquely sensitive to regulatory shifts and political sentiment. Tesla, for instance, has benefited greatly from federal subsidies and policies promoting clean energy and electric vehicles, policies that could be dismantled or deprioritized under a second Trump administration. SpaceX, while largely dependent on government contracts, especially with NASA and the Department of Defense, could face funding delays or renegotiations if Trump sees Musk as an adversary. Musk's approach to business often courts controversy, but he typically avoids sustained conflict with political powers that can directly influence regulation and funding. Unlike Trump, who thrives on confrontation and chaos, Musk needs a degree of governmental cooperation to keep his ventures thriving. A full-scale conflict with Trump risks alienating Republican lawmakers and voters, many of whom now see Musk as a political actor. 3. Lack of ideological consistency. Trump's appeal to his followers is grounded in his relentless consistency in tone, grievance, and message. Musk, on the other hand, has often shifted political positions, from environmental champion to free speech crusader, from supporting Andrew Yang to endorsing Ron DeSantis, and then expressing openness to Trump again. This ideological zigzagging can come across as opportunistic or incoherent, undermining his credibility in political disputes. Moreover, Trump excels at branding opponents in simple, resonant ways: Crooked Hillary, Sleepy Joe. Musk, with his techno-utopian aspirations and complex ventures, is harder to define, but that also makes him more vulnerable to Trump's blunt force tactics. Should Trump turn his sights on Musk, he could easily cast him as a woke billionaire, a globalist, or a phony free speech advocate to inflame his base. 4. Cultural capital versus political capital ***. Musk is undeniably a cultural force, especially in tech and business circles. He has reshaped industries and public conversations alike. But Trump has something Musk lacks: political capital. Political capital is earned not just through wealth or influence, but through hard-fought battles in the arena of public opinion, elections, and policymaking. Trump's political instincts are ruthlessly sharp, especially when it comes to exploiting weakness and creating spectacle. If Musk finds himself dragged into a sustained feud, he may discover that influence in Silicon Valley and Wall Street does not translate into political strength in battleground states, or with voters who see him as out of touch with their daily concerns. Conclusion: a dangerous game. Elon Musk's public provocations, controversial decisions, and massive platforms have made him one of the most influential figures of the 21st century. But in a direct conflict with Donald Trump, he steps into a political arena where the rules are different and far more brutal. Trump has proven that he can reshape public narratives, punish dissenters, and rally millions with a single rally or social media post. Unless Musk is prepared to build a durable political infrastructure and take real risks with his business interests, he remains vulnerable in this conflict. And if recent history has shown us anything, it's that Trump does not forgive or forget those he views as enemies. For Musk, the question may no longer be whether to pick a side, but whether he can survive the wrath of someone who already has.